welcome to our mobility day. For today's workout, I'm using 2 sliders, but what you can use is a blanket or a small blanket or a towel or a pair of socks or a book. It all depends on what type of flooring you have at home. I'm also using a broomstick, so you can use just a regular mop stick, broomstick, whichever you have. I'm sure that you have something like this in your house. You're cleaning it somehow. And I'm also using dumbbells, but you don't have to use them. So it is entirely up to you. If you want to use something heavy at a certain point, then you use, otherwise you don't. So I'm starting my timer now. It will be a 20 minutes routine. It is a mobility routine, so it is a high intensity and we're moving from one exercise to another. Step really wide as you can. One toes, they're looking straight ahead, and toes of the other leg, they're looking straight to the side. We're going to go into a warrior. So bring your arms to a shoulder height, then descend down and shift your weight into the front leg and make sure that your knee does not go inwards. Then place a hand onto the ground and stretch your entire side. Then bring that arm back and then stand up again. And again, go into the warrior one. Bring that hand onto the ground, stretch the side, and then come up into a standing position. Keep breathing. Try to really descend down and go as low as you can. And when you're stretching that side, make sure that you're bringing your arm right above you. So not to the front, but really like diving out under that arm to make sure that we can stretch the entire side. Now what we do here, we of course going to do the same thing on the opposite side. So let's go. Get ready. Arms at a shoulder level. Going into warrior. Bringing that hand onto the ground and stretching. And again, coming up, pushing the floor away. And again, going down. With these exercises, we're concentrating on our flexibility and mobility. So we really try to stretch the muscle, stretch all the connective tissues, bring the mobility back to our joints. Well done. Hands on the ground, arm above your head, and standing up. Keep going. Going down. And again, coming up. Well done. And now, the next exercise is, oh my God, yes. Step wide, so feet really wide apart. And what we do here, we're going to open up our chest. Roll your shoulders back and down. Go into a squat, really low squat. Your knees are following your toes. And from here, open up your chest. Then place that hand onto the ground. Open it up towards the other side. And then stand up. Open up and bring your shoulder blades together. And again, go down. Open towards one side. Open towards the other side. And then come up. And again, go down. One side. Bring it down. The other side. Bring it down. And open up. Go down. And the other side. And let's finish this off. Well done. The next one is we're going to stretch our shoulders. So we're going to do a V push-up and then we're going to move into a downward dog. With the V push-up, place your, spread your fingers and then go into that V push-up as low as you can. Keep your elbows in. And now bring your heels onto the ground. Stretch and bring your tailbone all the way to the ceiling. And again, shift your weight. Go into that push-up. And now stretch your shoulders. And again, go into that push-up. And stretch your shoulders. And again, go into that push-up. Keep breathing. And do not rush. Stretch your shoulders. And again. Well done. Now, the next exercise is wobbly wobbly. Use your stick and keep your hands at a shoulder width. What we do here is I'm going to show you from the side, feet at about shoulder width, between hip width to shoulder width. Bring your stick in front of you. Start bending forward like you're trying to reach in front of you. Neck is relaxed and is following the spine. Straighten up, bring that broomstick down. Keep your shoulders away from your ears all the time. And down. And again, come up. Go forward. Try to reach, it's like you're trying to reach that wall in front of you. So rather than driving hips back, you are driving your arms forward. Well done. The next one is going to be for our shoulder mobility. It's gonna be top to bottom. Grab your stick at both ends. Pick your favorite side. What we're doing here, one side is working only. The top arm is not moving. With the bottom hand, start driving that stick behind you. And then bring it back down. So we're not rotating our body, minimal rotation in the upper body, no rotation in your waist at all. And on the exhale, open up the shoulder, and on the inhale, bring that stick down. And again, open up, feel your shoulder working. And again, and bring it down. Keep breathing. And behind you, down. And again, well done. Of course, we're going to do the same thing on the other side. The mobility routine is normally faster and more demanding than the flexibility routine. So we're trying to achieve both, but the main aspect is mobility. So the top arm is not moving, the bottom hand is going behind you. Feel that shoulder opening up. So you should feel that stretch in your armpits a lot. You should feel your shoulder rotator cuff working to bring that stick behind you, because you're not rotating your body, so your shoulder is doing the whole job here. Bring it back down, keep breathing. Breathing is the key. And lower it down under control. Don't rush. And again up. And lower it down. Well done. Now we're going onto the floor and have a sip of water if you want to. We're going to do a Superman, a Superwoman. Let's go. What we're doing is we're inhaling on the exhale, on the exhale, bringing both of our arms up. Lowering down, inhale, and then if it is too hard, you do one arm at a time. Lower it down, come up. Well done. But try to do both arms simultaneously. Try to really relax your neck, because naturally we try to do this exercise with our neck, so we think if we do this, this is going to help us to lift our arms higher, but it's not really the case. The next exercise is a swing butterfly. So the way we do this one is staying in the same position, which is great, so we can relax. And starting now, we're bringing our arms above the floor as high as we can, and then we're driving them all the way back, and then we're driving them back to the starting position and lowering ourselves down. The same principle with your neck. Try to keep it relaxed, and just so your neck is following the spine. And then you're coming up, the higher you bring your hands, your arms, the better it is. Arms are straight and strong. No spaghetti arms. Really working here. And again, go up. And bring your arms behind you. Squeeze those shoulder blades. Return to the starting position, lower down. Well done. The next one is a child to an upward dog. So the way we do this one, start with an upward dog position. That way you will know where you're at. Really bring your shoulders away from your ears. Stretch your Stretch your arms, and then go into child pose, stretch your shoulders. And then again, flow into the upward dog, and flow backwards into the child, stretch your shoulders. And again, flow forward, and flow backwards. Nice and fluid motion, no harsh movements. Opening up everything, stretching everything, keeping our fingers away from each other, like really spread your fingers apart. Well done. The next one is a deep squat. With that squat, you need to bring your feet quite far apart, so more like a sumo squat. And what we do here is descend down with your straight back. Go down, place your hands onto the floor, stick your glutes all the way up, and then lower yourself down and bring glutes up. Feel that stretch on the back of your leg. Sit down, try to keep your heels on the ground. Maybe it will be not as low for you, but really try your best. You can hear my joints clicking, which is totally normal. Clicking without pain is fine. If you start experiencing pain, stop immediately. Never take it to a point of pain. Mild tension is this is what you can have. Excess tension and shaking, no. Okay, squat to a knee touch. Well done. So, feet, I would say shoulder width with the straight back. Going into squat. Now, touch the floor with one knee. So bend that leg, touch the floor, and then come up. Go down, the opposite side. Come up. And now, again this side. Go down. Really opening up our hips here, working on our mobility. Working in all directions. So we have a squat, then we need to rotate ourselves, change the position of the foot, of our ankle, which is adding that extra work to our joints. That's the whole point of our mobility routine. Now, what we do here is a squat to a knee roll. Now we're going to be rolling onto both of our knees. Your feet, I would say between hip to shoulder width, and then go into squat, and then move forward onto your knees. I'm gonna move so I stay on the mat, so it doesn't hurt. And from here, roll yourself back down. So it should be smooth and fluid. And again, roll yourself forward, come up onto your knees, and again, roll yourself back. Heels on the ground. Again, roll yourself forward, come up onto your knees, and sit back, roll onto your heels, roll onto your knees, come up, and then roll back. Control it. So really work hard, concentrate on your joints. Now, what we do here is a pistol squat, and we're only practicing, so don't get scared. Get your sliding discs, place them onto your heels. And the way we do this one is start sliding and going into a pistol squat on one side. And you go as low as you can. If that's your max, that's fine. Then if you can go a little bit lower, amazing. You will definitely notice that one side is harder than the other. So for me, the right side, let's do it properly, is always more challenging than the left side. And again, straight back, going down as low as you can. Come up, and then again change the side, go as low as you can, come up, shift the weight, always shifting the weight to the working leg, and coming up. Well done. Now, the next exercise is seated stretch. So the way we do this one leg is straight in front of you, the other leg is bent. Placing one hand behind you as well. point your toes away from you. And now come up and drive your hips up, up, up. And your arm goes behind. So you're stretching everything from these fingers all the way to your toes. Now sit back, point your toes towards you and stretch. Bend forward. Again, toes away, coming up, stretching everything, the whole side of our body. Toes towards you. Well done. And again, don't forget, really drive those hips back. You will notice how with every rep, you can go a bit lower with that forward bend. Amazing. Of course, the same thing on the other side. I'm gonna have a sip of water. And now, that hand goes behind you, toes away, coming up, feeling that stretch, and then on the exhale, we're bending forward. Well done, carry on. Keep breathing, don't hold your breath. Well done. Keep rotating your toes. So now they go away from you, towards the floor. Now they're looking at you and you bending forward. And again, away from you. And go back, looking at you. Well done. The next exercise is a hamstring mobility. So for this exercise, we're gonna stay on one side, grab your dumbbell or anything, literally a toy, a bottle of water, but like try to keep it the same height. The higher it is, the harder it is. Straighten your back. You can place your hands on each side. And now with the straight leg, you're trying to really drive that leg above that dumbbell. The straighter your back is, the harder it becomes, because you're stretching your hamstrings, you're stretching your back upwards, and you have to work in this position, which makes it so much harder. Can place your hands back on the floor, but do not place weight onto your hands. This is naturally what happens, and then you kind of lean in backwards, which diminishes the whole point of the exercise. So now, change the position of your dumbbell. Make sure that you're sitting nice and high, and let's go. One side, and the other side, towards the middle. And again, one side, your toes are looking straight ahead or towards you. So all the way up to the ceiling or towards you, and then keep moving your leg to one side and to the other side. To one side and to the other. Well done. And let's go. Just 9 seconds left. Well done. The next exercise, bring your feet away from each other. And I'm going to use a dumbbell for this exercise, but you don't have to. It is easier to have the weight. It adds this challenge, but you don't have to once again. So, place that weight, and on the inhale, you sit up, and on the exhale, you bend forward. Inhale, sit up. And then exhale, bend forward. Don't rush. And again, straight back. Try to go a little bit deeper with each one. Inhale, and on the exhale, you're going down. Well done. And now, finishing this off with our favorite pose, favorite exercise. We inhale, closing our eyes, and on the exhale, we're relaxing every single muscle. We're letting everything go. We're saying thank you for your persistency, meaning ourselves. So I'm thanking myself for staying with this workout. If you've done it 2 in a row, 3 days in a row, that's even better. So keep praising yourself for small achievements. Keep breathing. And now don't rush to stand up, really take your time. You deserve this 45 seconds in a horizontal position. Slowly, slowly roll onto your side. We don't want to faint, we don't want to pull any muscle. Help yourself with your hands to come up. Go into a seated. If you're ready, you can slowly go into the standing position. And now remember the main points. Choose good food every time you eat. Drink plenty of water, praise yourself for small achievements. If you're doing a marathon with me, this is we've done 3 weeks now. 3 weeks of total self-love program are over. And if you're not doing this as a marathon, as a challenge, and just doing this workout, still remember to just love yourself, to always stay active, to praise yourself for what you do, and to just make good choices every time you go out for a meal or eat at home. It's not about being perfect, it's about trying your best. And never punish yourself for a bad day or whatever you call bad. And love yourself, that's the whole thing. The whole point, love yourself, love your life. And this is how you're gonna change the whole perception of yourself, the world, and people around you. And remember that I love all of you, super grateful for all of you who joined this program. So stay active, tomorrow is a rest day, but if you fancy a workout, just go to my YouTube and pick any. Enjoy your day, and I'll see you all in 1 day. Bye for now.